Jumps it up, and it is controlled by Auburn. Akpara didn't play in the game in which Stegan doing it. They have a size advantage there with JP Estrella, and wide open is Nate Amanda. That's a breakdown on defense. Sean Murphy working on Estrella. That's a big guy, and he throws up a little jump hook in the lane. Estrella again, he gets double teamed. Gillespie. One more. Amen's got a three. What a start for Nate Amen. That leg looks good. Downhill drive, blocked from behind, and that is Gillespie into the paint, and that ball nearly knocked away. He picks it up, fires, and knocks down a baseline fadeaway. The orange. Hall, hard drive, cut off, kick, corner three. A little too to your point, Gillespie, one of his last 15 from three. They try to get it down low as Boswell rushed his pass to Estrella.
And the issue for Auburn this year, a top 15 offense and a number 109 defense as we start SEO
of point guard. And it's often a difficult transition, Jimmy, for a guy that used to be a scorer to be
good. But it's the tough kid. And I think he determines the ceiling for Auburn.
Calipari, he was supposed to be a scoring guard. Now he's the point guard, obviously, for a Gator on defense. Amen testing that leg right away with a fadeaway that's way off to the left.
Good strong coverage. You can switch out and take on a guard 1 through 5. A key defensive piece for Rick Barnes in SEC play. So now kind of uncharted territory for Tennessee to work through the rest of it. Doesn't play guys with two very often at all.
Estrella down low. Oh, pretty pass. That was blown up. Wingspan of a 747 out there.
Seven in blue is one of them.
Keyshawn Hall, and he finds the other Keyshawn. Now it's back to Hall. That looked good as soon as he let it go.
If you're last year, I mean, he's a legitimate 20-point guy at any time.
Well, for a guy that's playing on a bad leg, they're relying on Nate Ament one-on-one offense.
I gave Rick Barnes more credit than he deserves. He has a 5% two-foul participation rate, not 9.
Basket. Pettiford, who picked up his first foul, fires and drains a three.
Auburn has guys, if they make it one, they get really...
Again, Jacoby Gillespie to the bench as Jalen Carey gets it down low. And they're going to get a call either on Murphy or...
When they won at Florida, they didn't come outside the three-point line. Multiple bodies inside the two-point part.
Dwayne Brown.
Excuse, I don't feel sorry for your league. And Auburn's got what they got right now. Some good things working for him.
Strong, man. He's having a good start. Not a lot of movement. 10 on the shot clock. Boswell. That's off.
Where's the offense come from?
Carey. No. That one does go through.
Well, that's part of why he's one of the best offensive rebounders
there with no Gillespie on the floor.
It's interesting, like a guy like Todd Golden, analytically, he'll play a guy sometimes like 53% of the time or higher. Well, they got the best win in this league right now at Florida. Also took down the Big East champion St. John's.
Overton, quick release. He knocks down a three. Beginning to go way up here. Evans, the ball fake, the drive, and a nice little framing into the game for Auburn.
Well, you got to guard yours against the Tigers.
Yeah, Hall steps into a three. That's off. Carey is just so big, and he throws one up and in.
They just
call it against Muchala. Jovic backs in. That's a hard guy to back in, man. Akbar quickly double team. They get it to Carey. He finds Ament. Look out.
Good interior passing. I mean,
the switch leaves a man open for a corner three that's an air ball. Go to Tennessee, you know what you're in for, which is you're going to be coached really hard. Ament and his great parents wanted just that. Carey missed their first miss in her last 4.
A little bit of a sore ankle, but you could not keep Acuff or Ament out of this tournament. They're just wired different. And to not put himself in harm's way.
It's been a minute since we've seen a ball go through the basket, and Pettiford does so with a right hand.
In traffic against length, and Pettiford, a great description of that.
Good cut, Gillespie. Contact there. They do a late whistle.
Got a win over Arkansas. They won at Florida, the best win in this league. I think the resume, it might be good enough right now.
Oh, wow. Big collision at the rim with exactly right. They are doubling every time Gillespie has the ball. 6'10", Amen down to the ground. He goes with Pettiford. Front iron and then off the backboard and into Hud. Scores mentality. They've kept Gillespie under wraps as well.
Now, look at the blue jerseys inside that three-point line.
Yeah, Evans hard take. He lays it in with his left. Out. He is pulling up again. He's going to stay down here, Joe.
Stand and reach, right?
Makes him one of the better offensive rebounders in the country. Here he is on defense. They let that man go right by him. And Pettiford, 25 to go. Jalen Carey finds Evans, who can't make it. And that loose ball hit the ground. Rebounds, Tennessee 3. You don't see many games in which Tennessee loses that battle. There's another 2 for Overton.
Ravi win the elbow. Pearl doing a masterful job of keeping his offense spread, making Tennessee guard in space.
Amen. That's short. And another easy rebound for Auburn. Pettiford has got 10. He's got Amen on him. Drive, ball fake, fade away, finds the bottom.
Schedule and how they did it. The MAC is a very good league. It's not the SEC, but it's very good. And if you're Auburn, you cannot ignore the fact they played one of the top 2 or 3
in the first half against Vanderbilt. It's currently an offensively challenged team, and there's a bad pass there from Pettiford.
Big deal in this game because they got punked in the first game. Not today.
They're very quick on defense to cover as Amen knocks down a corner. Pettiford, who's been in a groove with 13. One-on-one, fires. Oh, he banked it in, and it's all
time. Out of bounds under.
Instead, it's Okpara contested, but he will get the friendly roll here at the arena.
Ravi the
hand off to Overton. Drives to his left. Up. Too strong. And they got 8 seconds now with Gillespie. Played at Vanderbilt, so he's familiar with the national area. He gets the roll there. 25 points for Tennessee. 7-point game, 1 second. And good hands by Estrella to blow it up. Auburn Freeman has it. That's going to be a foul and a chance for a foul.
Their program and doing that to other teams. So this is not uncharted territory for Auburn either.
And Gillespie goes with the left and he drives it in there for 2.
He's got to get on track and stay on track.
Pettiford threw up an alley-oop, and Estrella was just sort of back turned to
the schedule, but we'll see that UConn brand is hard to overcome.
Well, Estrella with the ball down low, and he goes jump hook. That's his best off. Switches out onto Hall. He's going to have to fire over Okpara. That's no good, and we're going to get a foul right here, and it likely is going to be Auburn Tigers right there on the bracketology bubble. Pettiford, good ball fake and a fade that will also drop.
He is a flat.
Pettiford's got 21 points. Estrella, boy, Murphy had a grab of that jersey. One-on-one Hall. Murphy has it into the lane, into a bunch of Tennessee hands, and Amen with a late dad knows all about the 80 Celtics teams.
Yeah.
Which McHale was a part of it. If your son is that tall, you know, that's a good guy to have.
Oh, nice, right?
Very nice. No good. Estrella and Okpara were there.
Play by Bishop Boswell. My goodness.
He's got it here. Gives it to Okpara, and there's a whistle on Auburn. Yes, give Bishop Boswell
going down the stretch by Bishop Boswell.
Okpara, 65% free throw shooter. He learned and
remember 7 straight years, and this year it's Felix Okpara that steps up and gets stake. To stay in the moment.
Oh, one-on-one step back. Okpara deflected that. Carey just stood his ground there on defense, and another miss inside the paint. Murphy, a high arcer over Okpara to go.
They are.
Yeah, Gillespie has it in traffic. He has hesitation to put
someone's head. And to Joe's point, ain't no reason to even look at the monitors. Very clearly. Mistake by Joe.
Shooter is Overton. And as he knocks those 2 down, the lead will grow back to 8. Tennessee was used to Dalton Connect and Chaz Lanier, offensive firepowers, as Brown is going to get called.
They healthy, thinking about Florida right now. They are healthy, playing like one of the best two teams in the country.
As close to a must-win game for Auburn as you can get right here. Boswell, high arcing three. That's off. And then at the bottom, loose ball. It's going to be picked up by Evans. They get 4 on 2. And Evans throws one up in traffic. It's tipped back up and in.
As a staff, when you start a scouting report, is who guards who. And right now, it's Gillespie on Pettiford.
Pettiford found a lane, and that's going to be honest. The last 4 in Auburn can creep in. And Oklahoma with a bunch more wins. What, 2 more wins?
Probably
maybe
4.
Evans off of a very big game. They threw that one right up.
There's a tough ball handler and defender.
Gillespie. Yep. They're doing a heck of a job of a dip. So the size of Ament and Akpara and Carey gets set to check back in. Look out, collision at the rim, out of bounds. Dwayne Brown points. That ball deflected on the inbounds, and a nice drive there by Hall. He went right up and attacked Ament.
In timeout, he said they have 6 offensive rebounds right now. They only had 4 in the first half. Keep crashing the glass and keep them off it.
Ament, boy, he's blocked.
College ball, especially in the freshman class, getting there just over 7 times a game in conference play. Talked about it.
The softer side of Rick Barnes going with the
there is a little bit of times.
The high arcing one off the win.
Talked about it in the first game. You got to have guards understand how to win in March.
There you go. Ament's going to have a chance for 3, and a similar play to the that allowed Ament to be wide open underneath. Knocks down another free. Took that program and it exploded. A little foot drag there. The Tennessee crowd thought that should have been a travel. It ended up being an. He's got 1-on-1 with Pettiford. Shoot over him all day long. A foul. He'll go to the free throw line and shoot like Durant. You think he's 2-3 years away from fully blossoming?
Yeah, or maybe.
Now back on the floor. And Boswell gets it to him. And he will launch again. Wow. And knock it down with an assist from Overton. Can't quiet everybody into the hands of Carey.
And that last possession was one of them. He might do it again here.
He wants to. He spins, lays it up. Oh, he had an E. Felix Akpara. Gillespie. Contact. No call, but a 2.
Really happy with what he's seen from his guys so far.
Yeah, flatten out that zone, get a good shot up, and get on that offensive glass.
Yeah, Hall got Akpara off his feet. Akpara's 3:30 for the Volunteers. 3 seconds. Boswell has to shoot it. And that's 12. Evans. All the way. There's a foul. Joe Lindsay will call it on 7. Keyshawn Hall. He's right now. And another basket will send this place again off its hinges. Carey strong. Too strong.
Remember the first half, I said.
Pettiford dribbles through 2, and then Gillespie picked his pocket. Coast to coast. Up and in. Corner 3, Hall. That one may have been deflected. It was by a cause Auburn to miss their last 7 shots in a row. Ament wants it against Murphy. Spin move. He got fouled on the arm.
It's like what they're seeing on this 17-0 scoring run. Think about the consistency under Rick Barnes. Tennessee, Alabama can just clamp you down. Load up.
There's the alley-oop to Akpara.
You can see it playing from Nigeria and ends up with a host family in Chattanooga. And eventually,
he's got 23 points now, and he's made 8 free throws. Well, there you go, an answer from Pettiford.
Good
quietly. Murphy. Yeah, difficult shot.
Ament's calling for it, but he's being fronted right there at the top of the key.
It's Gillespie to Carey. He goes in traffic, and Pettiford launches again. He goes down to the ground. Ament had it, lost it, and then he committed a foul and a chance for 3 for Keyshawn. That's a big three-point play. Amen for a second. Had that basketball in his hands on the
number of minutes that he's played to be a leg shooter on these free throws. There it is.
Coach Barnes not afraid to take.
He's only made
7-point lead. Hall all the way on Parra there to try to defend, but he kisses it off the wing. The focal point of Selection Sunday, the Auburn Tigers. They may generate the most conversation.
Yeah.
At 5 from the floor. But he calmly knocks down that free throw.
Yeah. I do think Boswell is a really tough kid.
Tennessee has outscored him in the second half.
Fighting your backside off, and their defensive performance in this second half has advanced them now to
orange. As he will exit, having played third, as they outscore Auburn and win at 72-62. They close the game on a 31. Pettiford in a losing effort, 28 points. But now it is the dreaded wait-and-see game.